Hello. Good morning. Good morning. It is early. I understand that. I am coming through with the earliness. I hope it's not too echoey. This room is very echoey, but yes. Oh, I've got my coffee. Although it says keep calm and drink tea, although that's probably backwards on the thing, but we're, keeping it British with this mug. This isn't even, I don't, it's too early for this, right? But the reason I wanted to do early, I like to come on early. I personally connect and riff with the universe a lot more powerfully the earlier it is. Many of you know I have a dog, and normally when I go on my dog walks is when I connect, is when I get my intuitive hits, my downloads, and that is so important for your business. Okay. So today I really want to talk to you about the power of aligned action. Now, aligned action as a terminology gets a lot of, let's think of the right words. So it's spoken about a lot, especially within manifestation. Now, the manifestation world has escalated and elevated a lot over the last few years. So personally, I remember connecting. I read The Secret many years ago, and actually it was even before I read The Secret that I actually understood about manifestation. I don't really remember where manifestation as a term came from, but it was definitely with me in my early 20s. I'm now in my late 30s. So it's something that I have dabbled with, experienced, and played with. Now, one thing that I will say is that I am fascinated with and do still dip into other people's manifestation programs, because it's so interesting to see how everybody does it so differently, what they look at, what their experience is, and it's a very powerful thing. Now, me personally, I have been gifted with the ability to manifest on demand from a young age. I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine one day, talking about how I wanted to travel, how I wanted to bring in more money. And we're probably talking, this was 2011, 2012, maybe. Because from the point that I said that, I went home and I looked online for an extra job and I found one, and it was a point and a turning point that has 100% led me to here. So me taking that step to look for that extra job, which was dog walking at the time. So again, we would have been talking 2011, 2012. So I took that aligned action. I said and made a declaration to the universe, I want to do A, B, and C. I wanted to go. I'd seen a place in Thailand where I wanted to go, and I wanted to go there because they rescued elephants, and I'd always wanted to go to Thailand. So I'd made that declaration. This is what I want. More needs to come in for me to do that. And it just so happened that everything then aligned perfectly. The first place I looked had a job for a dog walker. That's perfect for me as an animal lover. So I sent an email, immediately got that email back, had a phone call, and within a week or 2 weeks, I had started walking dogs. That's aligned action. Now, not to say that everyone's aligned action will manifest as quickly as that. I am very lucky in the sense that that kind of thing happens to me all the time. Now, many of you may be very similar to me in that sense. So the reason that happens to me all of the time, it is in my energy imprint. So when we look at numerology, my numerology specifies that I am able to manifest, that I am very attuned to manifesting. Now, I work with tarot, as many of you know, and I absolutely love tarot. Now, you can work out your soul number and your personality number within tarot. My soul number is the magician, which is the manifester. He creates his reality. He brings everything to fruition. He can turn water into wine, okay? He can turn coal into gold and all of that good stuff. So I really resonate with that. And because that's in my blueprint and I have then seen it happen in my life time and time again, even the other day, I said to myself, I need to be a guest on more podcasts, wrote down the word podcasts and underlined it on a piece of paper, within 2 minutes, and I'm not even joking, 2 minutes, an email popped in that asked me to be a guest on someone's podcast. Right? Many of you will be very similar. You will have that manifestation imprint in your blueprint, right? You can find it in your past in a sense of, let me look at examples of when I have wanted something and it has happened, and look at the details and the steps. Okay, so this is a very, very important part of working with the universe and working with energy and working to take aligned action, because aligned action isn't just the action that you are taking. It isn't the hustle mentality. It isn't, I want more money, I'm going to work harder. It's about past, present, and potential energy. It's about tapping in to the energy that has been before, that has brought you to this moment, acknowledging that, being aware of that, letting it bolster your power, bolster your energy, because those imprints, those stories are who you are. And they will power you to move you forward to get what you want. And that, my friends, is how you take aligned action. And this is something that nobody is talking about. Nobody is talking about. They look at things of like mindset and mentality. And by the way, mindset and mentality, it's spirituality repackaged. It's all the same stuff that I was doing. Before mindset was a thing, mindset wasn't a thing 10, 15 years ago. It was spiritual tools that were the thing, but no one was talking about them. So the thing that people and many coaches, unfortunately, do not realize when they're saying, right now we take aligned action, is that they're not looking at that past energy. And that is one of the powers of working with an intuitive business coach, because with an intuitive business coach, they're able to tap into those energy timelines, all of them, right? So you want to tap into that power in your past so that you can then say, right, I can manifest anything that I want and start bringing it forwards. Okay. So one of the problems that I'm seeing people facing in their business with regards to aligned action is that people, again, are very disconnected from their offers. So your offer is not your product. Okay, this is where it gets confusing for many people. Your offer is not your product. Your offer is not your course. Your offer is how it is presented to the world. So if you have a course and you're putting that forward, your offer is your course, the price, how it's like structured, how it's positioned, what comes with it, what doesn't come with it. All of that is your offer. All of it. Okay. So what people are feeling right now is feeling heavily disconnected from their offers and their services. Now, what I see, especially within the spiritual community, the well-being community, and the coaching community, is that people are so keen and eager to add additional training to their belt. Okay. Now, this is twofold. One, you think you need to know more. You think that you need another thing to add to the things. Two, it's that mental aspect, the inner ego aspect of, hello, I feel like I'm not accomplished enough, so therefore I'm going to add another accreditation, I'm going to add another aspect. Now, it might be that people actually have been through something, they've gone to a modality and had that modality within their own healing process. So that then actually they're like, right, I want to add that because that's so powerful. And that's brilliant. But one of the problems here is that it's a distraction from where you want to go. Because I can tell you this as someone who has worked inside people's businesses, people don't use all of their modalities, and that's okay. So do you really need another modality? Now, this is the thing with aligned action. Being aligned is being called to that thing. Now, what you also need to be aware of is that when you are called to a thing, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're called to that thing to offer that thing. Sometimes we learn the modality. So we learn to be Reiki healers as part of our practitioner, or we learn NFT, tapping. We learn these extra modalities to add to our life coaching, to our hypnotherapy courses and programs, not because we're ever going to actually give that as a service, but because we need to learn it to fully understand and evolve on an energetic level, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So what I will say with people who are being fully pulled to look at other modalities and adding these to the strings to our bows, and then being disconnected and feeling like, oh, well, I did all of that, I have to put it in my offer, I have to put it in my course. You really don't. You can take aspects from, you can take elements from what you have trained and taught and been understanding through those teachings, can be taken in component levels. This is what I call Hawkeye view. You need to always have a higher view of things. So we'll do me as an example. I learned energy healing for animals to start with. Then I retrained and did it with people. Now, both of which I can look at it and be like, I can offer Reiki. But I actually personally deliver Reiki from a psychic perspective. So when I give Reiki, I will actually tell you psychic stuff, energy, imprints, messages that are picked up and received, I will share with you. That is not traditional Reiki. But what I also do is I pull out the energy stuff. So I've learned all about the chakras, where energy sits, what it means in your body when it's on the right side compared to the left side, what it means when this is all open and down below is like disconnected. I take all of those elements, right? Because I can see every single component of everything I have learned as a Reiki master. I can see the components and how it worked with animals. I can see the components and how it worked with people, how it's worked from a distance, just from a name. I can see all of that from a Hawkeye view and say, this bit, this bit, this bit, I need that. I'm taking that, I'm putting that into my offer, into my program. I mean, that is part of why my signature offer, Be You Aligned, is talking about energy, because it started from Reiki, me seeing that energy, me seeing the energy in an animal responding to energy healing, an animal looking at crystals and moving towards specific ones, moving away from other ones. I've seen that in the way that animals connect with humans, having dreams and visions of animals being hurt before I see them. This kind of energy, I don't need to do that modality within my coaching, but I take those aspects. So what is important to know when you are taking action, which is aligned with your purpose, okay, so it will be your purpose to do that training. It will be your purpose to add those modalities to your belt, but it might not be your mission to add it to your offer. And that's a very clear distinction that people need to be aware of, and is one of the problems that I see, because people are like, well, I offer this, I've trained in this, I've got to put this out here. You don't have to do any of that. If you take elements from and talk about the fact that you have trained in Reiki, so you understand energy on a different level, that you do NFT, that you have a life coaching like accreditation, it's pulling the elements out that work for you to create the offer, to create the program, to create the solution within your offer and your business that resonates with you. It doesn't mean that you have to have every single modality listed as a single program and a thing that you do. You don't have to do that. And in fact, the more that you do, the more energy that you're putting out there and actually confusing the audience. Because if someone walked up to you and said, you can only have one of these, but I do Reiki, I do tarot, I do crystal healing, I do coaching, one-to-one group, I can do back-end business processes, I can actually like look at your contracts. I can set up your trademark for you. Which one do you need right now? And you're like, I need all of them. I need all of them. Then what do? You do nothing because you need all of them. Right? So you do nothing and people stop. And this is the same for your clients. You need to understand your client's energy within your aligned action in your business. If you do not understand your client's energy in a way of, okay, this type of person comes to my page, they see all of this stuff and they get overwhelmed. And this is why everyone talks about niching down, not because you're taking away the modalities, not because you're stopping how you're serving people, because you need to direct the person to exactly where they need to go. That's why you niche down. Now, you know, because you've been and trained in all of these modalities, you know that your person needs all of these aspects at different times, all of them. But they don't know that. And you telling them, hey, you need this, isn't going to work. People don't like to be told what they need. They don't like to be told what they need. So again, aligned action is actually really coming in and honing into energy of your client, energy of other people. What do they need, right? They need everything. What do they know they need? What is the disconnect in their life that will help them? And how are your offers positioned in a way to help them? So that is where we need to look at aligning our energy. Now, again, another problem I see all the time, and a lot of my clients, when they come to me, especially for intuitive business coaching, will have a disconnect in their business. They are disconnected from the offer that they have. So they're like, I don't know what it is. I just feel disconnected. I don't know if I should be offering this or that. I feel disconnected. I don't want to promote my offers. I don't want to speak about my offers. I don't want to be there. I want to help people, but I don't know what I'm doing anymore, and I don't know how. Now, this disconnect comes, one, because you're disconnected from yourself. To bring that back into alignment, you have to come back to yourself. That's why my energy program is, and my business program is about you. Be you. Start with you. Be you. But the why of the you is you, your energy, connecting with your energy. So having the time and the space to come and connect back into yourself. So as I said before, past, present, potential, energy. What do you know about yourself? What has brought you where you are? Because if you are disconnected from your business and disconnected from your offers, you have disconnected from your past to the present. So it could be that your offers are still in the past, that your offers are still connected with that past version of yourself, and that you have evolved and leveled up energetically. It could be that you have just forgotten who the hell you are, because the world is noisy and the world will distract you from who you are. So you need to go back. You need to look at past energy, past imprints. You need to look at things of your numerology, your birth chart, where these things are there, so that you can then pull out, look at memories that you have and really bolster that energy. Okay. Present energy, where you are now. Being honest with yourself about the fact that you're disconnected. Why are you disconnected? Why does it feel like it's heavy to promote the thing that you do? Why does it not bring you joy anymore? Where is that disconnect? Where is that energy that you used to have, that you wanted and wanted to start your business with? You were so excited about it. Where is that energy? Being honest to yourself and with yourself about that energy. And looking forwards. Where do you want to go? What do you want this to do? What do you want it to look like? What do you want it to feel like? Who do you want to work with? Right? And that brings me on to the O in the U, other people's energy. So who do you want to work with? Because you can choose. It doesn't just have to be, I want to heal everybody. I don't want to work with everybody. I sure as hell don't want to work with everybody. I sure as hell don't want to work with anybody. I give this example so often. There were so many times that I used to do my tarot readings and women would come to me for a love reading They wanted to know if so-and-so was cheating on them. I would tell them, yes, he is. They would come back 2 weeks later, I still think he's cheating on me. Well, he was cheating on you before, he's still cheating on you now. That type of person is not somebody I want to work with, me personally. I am not here to help you get out of your mess where you want to stay in your mess. That's not me, right? I want to work with the doers. I want to work with the people that will look to themselves first, who have the balls and the energy to take a step, to make a decision, to declare to the world, right, this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. Those are my people. So they still want to make a change. They still want to cultivate something in the world. They still want to put it out there, but they have that fire energy to actually do it. Those are my people, right? You need to be clear on that, because otherwise you attract everything and everyone, and you have to deal with the energy fallout of that. That is not aligned. If you have to deal with the energy fallout, it means that you are exhausted, drained, like other people's stuff filters through onto you and is exhausting for you. If you are not aligned, so if you are finding you're dealing with clients time and time again who tire you out, who are exhausting, who are asking too much, who are putting all of that onto you, one, we need to look at your boundaries. Energetically, we need to look at those boundaries. But it's very important in your business to be aware of other people's energy like that. So maybe it's time to actually look at who do you want to work with and who do you not want to work with. That's part of your boundaries. It's not just about protecting your energy and still dealing with those same people. Not everybody behaves and acts in that way. So for every person like me who doesn't want to deal with the person who's stuck in a relationship and will not get out because they're being cheated on and they're too scared to leave, for every single one of those me's, there is another person who doesn't want to deal with the doers, who doesn't want to deal with the people who are super driven. They want to deal with healing that emotional wound. So that person should go to them. So maybe the people that are coming to you that are draining you and exhausting you, maybe those people need to be going somewhere else, and you need to be doing and dealing with the clients that are aligned with you. This is all part of aligned action, being aware of that energy and that energy flow through your business. Okay, it's important. And this is where my BU framework comes from, because it is your energy, other people's energy, and the universe's energy. So talking about aligned action and why I'm talking about it so prominently right now and why my offer is out as a beta offer right now is because it's spring energy. This is universal energy. This spring equinox that is happening to everybody. That is universal energy. That is the you in the BU. This universal energy, this spring in your step, use it, right? Use that energy. Use the energy that is going on around you to propel you forwards. That helps you. You can go against it. You can say, no, I'm not in a position to do something new. I'm not in a position to start again. I'm not in a position to do. You can do all of that. Not everybody's in line with the season of the universe. But I am telling you that season is still happening. So try to utilize it as best you can in a way that works for you. On top of that, we've got Aries new moon. So Aries is the beginning of a new astrological year. It is the top sign. It is number one. And guess what it represents? You, baby. So using that energy now, this time round, we've got 2 new moons in Aries. We get 2 chances, and one of them is an eclipse. Those of you who have year ahead readings with me will know I talk about eclipse season all the time, because last year, boy, oh boy, were those eclipse seasons hard. Eclipse seasons will sweep you off your feet. They will go, woo, big, big, bright light on all the shit that you've been ignoring. So take my advice right now. If you take anything from this today, be prepared to focus on you and look at you through the month of April. because that's what the universe will be doing. Now, to take aligned action, being aware of this universal energy is so powerful. Because as I said, you could literally ignore it. And it's like, I give this example all the time. When you go to the airport and you've got the travelators and you have the person that sits there and walks, well, they're not sitting because they're walking, but they're walking between the travelators. That's you when you're ignoring universal energy. Right? You could conserve your energy and you could stand on the travelator, get to the same place. You don't actually need to rush. You could do that. Or if you want to work with universal energy, why not walk along the travelator that's moving? Because you get there much quicker. That's the energy that I want for you. That's the energy of the universe that you can use and utilize within your business. And these are the things that people aren't talking about. So people come and they say, right, now you need to take aligned action. And you're like, what the fuck is that? And they'll tell you, like many business coaches will tell you, okay, the aligned action that you need to take, what do you want to do? You want to get a 10K client? Brilliant. Okay, cool. So right now you need to go look for that client. That's your aligned action. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's just action. That's action towards something. That is not aligned action. Being aligned means that you take into account all of these things. There are 4 energies when it comes to your business. So if you want to take aligned action with your business, you need to be aware of the business energy. Your business has an energy. So you need to take that bird's eye view, look at everything that is going on inside your business energy. That's your business energy, baby. Step on. Then we're talking about the way, your energy. That is number 2. So going back, as I said, past potential. What do you want? Who the hell are you? What is your power? Oh, others' energy with. What does that energy look like? How can you connect to their energy? This is aligned, right? The you working with the universe. So really honing in. Are you ready to start something new right now? Are you ready to kickstart and use the universal energy that is available right now? Spring energy, Aries energy, fire, doing, getting shit done, personal power, you energy, Aries. You can take aligned action right now by tapping in and looking at all of those energies. All of those energies. That's aligned action. Aligned action means that you're moving with energy. You're using energy to your advantage. It doesn't just mean I've decided I want to have an X amount client, so I'm going to post more on social media. If you're not aligned with the energy, posting more on social media won't do fuck all. If you're not aligned with your client's energy of who you're talking to, who you want to speak to, what their energy feels like, what it needs, if you can't tap into that, who are you talking to? You're wasting time and energy. It's a massive mistake. Nobody is talking about aligned energy in this way. And it's driving me insane. Because I see over and over again, let's align your offers. Let's align your business. Let's take aligned action, because that's how manifestation works. That's basically what it is. People have heard the term aligned action through manifestation practices and techniques, but they have no concept of what aligned action actually is. So if you take anything away from me today, aligned action, well, today I want you to know, use the universe's energy. There's energy going on all the time. Use it for your advantage. What is the energy right now? What is the season right now? Use it. So whenever you feel disconnected, look at the universal energy. It's way easier to tap into that than it is anything else. But aligned action starts with you. These are mistakes I see in my clients all the time, and I have to pull them back to you. What do you want? So if you are ready and you want to use all of these energies, you can sign up to work with me. I do have a special offer on at the moment. It is a brand new offer, BU aligned. It is half price working with me for 3 months to truly align your energy in your business so that you can actually start moving in a direction that you want to move. So just drop me a DM. I am here. I'm available to talk. If you have any questions, let me know, and enjoy your Tuesday.